Hey, what if I tell you your thoughts, your habit, the way you react with the people, the way you act, the way you talk, your confidence is all about dominated by your thought. It's all interconnected with your thoughts and your feeling and your reaction to your thought. If you don't believe on me, okay, look at this picture down below. This is me back in 2018 and this is me 2021 and this is me 2023. So you can see this significant difference between three pictures. So here, back in 2018, I was super energetic. I am still Mr. Popular guy back in my bachelor life, if you can. If you guys are following me on Instagram, Instagram link is down below. If you guys are following me on Instagram, you can see my life back in 2018, how energetic I was and how, popular I was. People used to call me Mr. Popular because I was actively participating in everything. But once I lose that zone, I changed one habit that led me into this version, which I am still proud of, because that version forced me and pushed me to work harder on my dream. And then this is me right now. I'm still working. This is not my best version, but this is not the bad version as well. So in this video, what I'm going to do, I am going to share what thought process I have implemented in my daily life, how I changed my habit, and how I'm going to help you with that. So please watch this video until the end. I'm gonna share you some important tips. I'm gonna discuss the fundamental of thoughts, and I'm going to discuss about how we can change our life just in 6 months. Okay, let's talk about it. How thoughts and what's the fundamental of the thoughts. So imagine like you wake up and you're talking with your friends and you are sitting alone at home and you remember something, something about your girlfriend or something about the workplace or something about parents, something unpleasant situation happened to you, and you just like started thinking about it. Why this happened to me? Why that person said this stuff to me? Or why I'm looking like this? Why I'm not getting that? What if I will get that? What if I will not get that? What if I will continue doing this stuff? It's like stretching. That one thought create another branch. That another branch creates multiple branches. Multiple branches create the thousands of thought branches, and thousands of branches create millions of branches, and you don't even know you are stuck into the thoughts without even realizing. And you started feeling like what you're thinking is real, and you started assuming what your thoughts are, it seems so real. Then you started reacting over it. The more you react, it's gonna multiply, and the more you multiply, you started developing your belief system on your thought. And once you get those belief system on the thought, you just started feeling like, okay, this is the reality of my world, this is the reality of my life, and I have to deal with it. I do understand accepting the reality is the crucial part of our life, but it's not important. Detaching from your thought and observing the thoughts and feeling as it is based on the facts, that's the reality. And that's when you take a shot and you move ahead in life. Okay, let's talk about it. So the version of myself of 2018 was so energetic because I got a validation from the people, from the all the girls around me. I had a bunch of friends as well, so they were just like asking me, oh Tushar, I just want to be like you, you're so good and some stuff. Because I was hosting annual programs, I used to do lots of cultural activities, so I was kind of surrounded with the people who just loved me. But when I moved to the Australia during the lockdown, I was kind of missing the old version of me, and I was just comparing my life of India over here. But during the lockdown, I didn't get an opportunity to talk with the people, and I was just like stuck by myself. And then I had thought, okay, since I'm not going out, then why should I work out, right? Then why should I just like dressed up and just like groom myself? So I was just giving excuse to myself to just to become lazy. And I just like one thought came in my life. It was just like I was supposed to go to the gym, and it came like, okay, what's the point of going to the gym? Either way, it's just lockdown, you're not even going to the class. Just like how about you just watch Netflix and just eat and sleep and just like rest? You have a bunch of assignments and you need a kind of rest to your body. And I was like, I asked myself question, oh yeah, that sounds promising. I think let's skip gym today. And then those thought, I react to that thought and I skip gym that day. And that happened for like straight 6 months. And for the 6 month I didn't go to gym, and in which result in I didn't even know what I have lost. I lost my discipline, I lost my activeness, I lost my ability to focus, and it made me so depressed and stressed, which started appearing on my face. My face started bloating. I was just like eating rice for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner. We're just focusing on assignment, and after some time I just like noticed that I'm not looking the way I used to look before, and then again it parts comes with the attachment. I started hating myself. That makes me more stressed, that makes me more fat, and that's give me uncomfortable feeling. But then what happened, it's just like looking my photo, and I was talking to one of my meditation teacher. They just asked me to accept, because this is just a part of life. So tip number 1 is acceptance. The moment I started accepting myself, my half of the stress went down. It was like, it gave me a pleasure, it gave me a calmness. Okay, I have to be more compassionate to myself. I can't be just like punish myself for being fat or being unhealthy. I give appreciation to myself, that at least I'm realizing, at least I want to improve. So I was more compassionate to myself, and then I started. That was my first step of realization. So first step of realization, and then after the acceptance, was walking towards the consistency, walking towards the continuous improvement. Okay, so I just wanna tell you guys what is meant by the acceptance, right? Accepting the reality based on the facts, but not reacting over that acceptance, but just responding over it. It sounds so technical and hard, right? What is meant by responding it? The way I was back in 2021, I extended that process of realization by reacting and stressing out, blaming myself why I'm looking like this, why everything is not aligned in my life, why everyone is so happy, why I'm not, because I was comparing. I was accepting, but I was comparing and I was punishing myself. So that's a bad approach. What is the right approach? Okay, whatever happened to me is just like out of my control. I can't control the other circumstances, but what is in my control is just to work hard to get where I want to be. So that's the first part. Second, how I drastically changed my life was because I have a big influence of my best friend, Omkar. He's been a great supporter. So he introduced me Andrew Huberman's podcast, and he just told me the one exciting thing about, like, how about Tushar, you wake up tomorrow and just start brushing your teeth with your non-dominant hand. So usually I brush my teeth by my right hand, but he asked me to wake up tomorrow and just brush my teeth with the left hand. And I was like, what is gonna, like, how is gonna make sense? So but he said, like, just try, and then you will see the results. So next day I woke up and then I just like start brushing my teeth. Initially it felt like kind of awkward because there wasn't energy in my left hand, but then later I did that for three days. So one thing I notice, whenever we try to change our habit, it feels so uncomfortable initially. It feels like, our mind will try to pull out with the comfort, but if you're so determined and if you see the vision of yourself, like, okay, you want to change now, you want to change no matter what, you can't be stuck at the same pattern, and I'm not listening what's going on in my head, but I'm just moving ahead, then I'm just gonna follow the advice from the superior or from the senior or from my best friend who have best interest in me. So I just started brushing my teeth from the left hand, and I saw the changes. Like, okay, this is something which is out of my comfort zone and which gave me another kind of energy. Tip number 3, cold showers. I know there might be a lots of video over internet how cold shower is affecting mental health and it's changing your habit pattern. So after brushing teeth, I didn't even look at my phone. I just go to the shower. I punish myself in a good way. I turn on the knob until extreme zero cold, and then just turn on the shower. The first 30 seconds I was just like inhale and exhale. All my breathing just like went inside and outside. It gives me a neurological satisfaction, dopamine, which was completely fresh. I hated him for 1 hour, but after that, when I went to the work or when I started walking, it feels something energetic which boosts my mood, and then I finish my all tasks within a minute. And the last one, not listening to your all thoughts. Because your thoughts are wired with the comfort zone, which will most of the time will try to show you the comfort and easiest way to live the life. But you know, if you push yourself, if you think out of the box, if you try to do the the things which you don't like, you might feel uncomfortable for 7 days, but after that you will just get used to it and you will feel proud. That's how you progress in your life. You just have to accept, okay, I don't need to attach with the only positive circumstances in my life, but unfortunate circumstances also the part of my life. So if you are comfortable with it, and if you know the one slogan, the one universal truth is nothing is permanent. Literally nothing is permanent. Like as you can see in this video, is as you can see in these 3 pictures, how my face, how my body, how the way I speak, the way I act is changing. It's gonna be changed. Only one permanent thing is change. And how we can conquer the success, or how we can conquer our discipline, is just not getting attached to it. So in upcoming videos, I'm gonna talk about more mental health, about more discipline. So please follow and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Let's break the barrier together.